This is the Fraction Operations Quiz 2 review. I'm going to go through each of these questions and each of the steps to getting the correct answers. So, problem number 1, it says, Mr. Humphreys asks students to multiply 6 by 1/4. Which of the following describes the solution to the problem? So if I were to set this problem up, 6 times 1/4. We know that 6 is our original number, and we're multiplying by a fraction that is less than 1/2. So that means that our final answer should be less than our original number, which was 6. Okay, so looking at my options, A, the solution is greater than 1/4 and less than 6. B, the solution is less than 1/4. C, the solution is greater than 6. Or D, all of the above. Automatically multiplying by 1/4, you should know C is out. And since C is out, so is D. And then based on my statement at the beginning of this problem saying we're multiplying by a fraction that's less than 1/2, so our answer is going to be less than the original number, our answer is not B. We are not going to have an answer that is less than 1/4. The answer is A. Our answer is going to be smaller than 6, but bigger than the fraction that we are multiplying by. If you multiply this problem out, you will end up getting 1.5. Okay, so number 1 is A. Number 2, Rob and Celeste were asked to write a fraction and its reciprocal. Which student was able to complete the task correctly? If our original fraction was 3/5 for Rob, all I need to do to find its reciprocal is flip it. So he did it correctly. Celeste, her original number was 8. Anytime we have a whole number, we know to put it over 1. To find the reciprocal, all we have to do is flip it. So the reciprocal should have been 1/8. She did not give us that. So Rob is the only person that got this problem correct. Number 3, Bethany is having a neighbor watch her dog while she's gone for the week. She decides to take 7/8 of a pound of dog food and put it into 7 containers equally. So we're splitting up the original amount of dog food. So we're going to divide it into 7 containers. Okay, how much dog food will be in each container? Well, since I'm dividing fractions, I'm going to use the keep change flip. So I'm going to make my 7/1. I have a top and bottom for both fraction. So now I'm ready for the keep change flip. Keep 7/8 the same. Change our division to multiplication, and flip our last number, so it's going to be 1/7. Okay, you can multiply straight across and get 7/56. Or if you used the Band-Aid method, you would know that 7 is our common number. How many 7s make a 7? 1. How many 7s make a 7? 1. So the simplified version of this would be 1 times 1 equals 1 for our top, and our bottom, 8 times 1 equals 8. So we have our good answer and our great answer. We will have 1/8 of a pound of food in each container. Problem number 4. A length of a rope measures 5/8 of a yard long. Rylan would like to cut it into 2 equal portions. How long is each portion? So I'm going to take my rope, which is 5/8, and I'm going to split it into 2 pieces. So when we're dividing fractions, we use the keep change flip. First thing I'm going to do is put a 1 underneath my 2. Now I have a top and bottom for both. I'm ready for the KCF. Keep 5/8. Change division to multiplication and flip so it's 1/2. Multiply straight across and you get 5/16 of a yard for each piece. That's how long each piece will be. Number 5, 6 divided by 3/5. I have a whole number, so I'm going to put a 1 underneath. I have a top and bottom for both, so KCF. 6/1 times 5/3. I'm going to use the Band-Aid method to simplify my numbers. Looking at my left Band-Aid, I have 3 and 6. Those two numbers both show up on my 3's, so 3 is my common number. How many 3's make a 3? 1. How many 3's make a 6? 2. So now we just multiply straight across. 2 times 5 equals 10. 1 times 1 equals 1. So our final answer is 10. Number 6, 1 4/5 divided by 3. I can't use the keep change flip yet because I have a mixed number. So I have to use that MADC method and multiply and then add. So 5 times 1 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. Keep our denominator, which is 5. So 1 4/5 turned back into an improper fraction as 9/5 divided by 3/1. Now we have a top and bottom for both. Ready for KCF. 9/5 times 1/3. I look at my right Band-Aid, 5 and 1, can't change them, but I can simplify 9 and 3. The numbers 3 and 9 both show up in my 3's. So 3 is going to be my common number. How many 3's make a 3? 1. How many 3's make a 9? 3. So 3 times 1 equals 3. 5 times 1 equals 5. Had you just multiplied straight across originally, you would have gotten 9/15, and you would have had to simplify to 3/5. Number 7, 4/9 times 3/4. I can simplify using the Band-Aid method. I can do both on this problem. 4 and 4. 4 is my common number. How many 4's make a 4? 1. How many 4's make a 4? 1. 3 and 9. 3 and 9 both show up on my 3's. So how many 3's make a 3? 1. And how many 3's make a 9? 3. So tops, 1 times 1 equals 1. Bottoms, 3 times 1 equals 3. If you solved it originally, you would have got 12/36, which can be simplified to 6/18, 3/9, 1/3. Okay, either answer is good. All right, 2 and 1/9 times 3/4 for problem number 8. Once again, I can't solve this right now because I can't have a mixed number. So we have to use that MADC method. 9 times 2 is 18. 18 plus 1 is 19. And we keep our bottom the same. Times 3/4. 19 and 4 have nothing in common, so we can't change anything. But 3 and 9 do. 3 is our common number. How many 3's make a 3? 1. How many 3's make a 9? 3. So multiply your tops. 19 times 1 is 19. 3 times 4 is 12. But this is an improper fraction, so you need to turn it back into a mixed number. How many 12's can I fit into 19 without going over? 1. Which means I just took 12 pieces off the top, so 19 minus 12 leaves us with 7, and we keep our common denominator of 12. Your final answer was 1 7/12. Number 9, a bottle of vegetable oil holds 5 cups. So we have a bottle that's worth 5. A recipe for chocolate cake requires 2/3 of a cup of oil. How many recipes can we make with the bottle of vegetable oil? So I have my vegetable oil, and I'm going to split that whole bottle up by however much is needed for each recipe, which was 2/3. So we're dividing fractions, so we got to use the keep, change, flip. Before I do that, make sure your whole number has a 1 underneath. Tops and bottoms for both, keep, change, flip. Keep 5/1, change division to multiplication, and flip so it's 3/2. Can't simplify, so multiply straight across. 5 times 3 is 15. 1 times 2 is 2. Got to simplify. How many 2's can we fit into 15? 7. 2 times 7 is 14, which means I just took 14 pieces off the top and left with 1. Keep your denominator. We can, how many recipes could you make with that bottle? We can make 7.5 recipes. Last problem. Mr. Hines is grading a student's paper and identifies an error in the work shown at the right. Which best describes the error? Okay, so let's see if he did that correctly. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. Good. So he rewrote using his new fraction, 8/3 divided by 1/6. Now he's ready for the keep, change, flip. Well, he flipped this 3/8, and he flipped the 6/1. He did not. He was supposed to keep 8/3 the same. It was supposed to be 8/3 times 6/1. So he did find the reciprocal, so it's not A. But he accidentally flipped both fractions, so he found the reciprocal of both. It is D. Okay? Because if you multiply it, he had 3 times 6 was 18, and 8/1 is 8. That's what he got, so he multiplied correctly, so, and then simplify, he left it like that. But the answer is D. He found the reciprocal. He flipped both fractions, and that's not what you're supposed to do.